Rich, watching you in Bangladesh, I cannot get over the fact that for so much of the world, it is Russian roulette just to take a drink of water.
Every day.
Yeah, and there are people, though, including least likely ones out there who have good ideas.
Yeah, you know, it's not always the pipes that go across the ground that are the answer, Diane. There's one part of the world where fresh, clean water is just underfoot. It's just a question of how do you get it out of the ground? And Chris Cuomo is going to take us to one of those places for the story of a eureka moment.
New York City, 2004. Nightclub promoter Scott Harrison was on top of the world.
Living the dream for a lot of people.
A lot of people. You know, I had the life I thought I wanted. I was throwing parties for a living.
Then it suddenly hit him. He wasn't really living at all.
I realized what I'd become, that I was the most selfish, sycophantic person I knew. And I was kind of a purveyor of pollution in the form of, you know, $500 bottles of champagne.
So you get hit in the face with your own excess. And you decide, I have to do something different.
And I need to get out of this and actually go and serve the poor.
Harrison left New York to volunteer in Africa, and that's where he found his life's true calling.
This was the fact that blew me away. 80% of disease on the planet was directly related to unsafe water and a lack of toilets.
The cruel irony is that for millions, uncontaminated water is flowing like liquid gold, just feet underground.
So that was your aha.
That was the aha.
Harrison's aha inspired him to launch Charity Water, a nonprofit dedicated to drilling wells.
How are you, man? I'm so glad you could
But the real stroke of genius was a fundraising tactic.
What's the idea?
I'm going to donate my birthday so people around the world can have clean water. What if I just ask for my age in dollars? $32.
In 4 years, the idea has spread around the world. Kids, grandmothers, and Hollywood celebrities
Think about donating your birthday.
have donated their birthdays and other occasions to fund more than 3,000 water projects all over the map. But this year, Harrison accepted a daring proposal from this man, Jim Hocking.
They're great at fundraising. I'm good at doing things here on the ground.
Hocking's group, ICDI, drills wells in a little-known country called the Central African Republic.
Most people have never heard of it. It's a broken down country.
Hocking, who was born and raised here, is dedicated to the plight of an indigenous people called the Bayaka.
The Bayaka people are people who have lived in the rainforest, the canopy, for centuries. But the canopy is no longer like it was, and they don't know what to do. Disease is killing half of the kids.
In the Bayaka village we visited, Chief Francois is a rarity, a man who's lived past the age of 45. He showed us the fetid stream where every day Bayaka women like Yabe go to gather water.
When we drink this water, we get the bugs. Our babies, they get sick, and many of them die.
Jim had this vision of giving 100% of every Bayaka clean water. And I said, what a powerful story. I'll sign up for that.
With funds from Charity Water flowing, the ICDI drilling rig snakes its way down a narrow dirt road into the village.
We're going to put the well here.
The lead well driller, Marcelan Namsene, picks his spot with the help of a divining rod.
It can show you where you can find water.
The digging commences. And for the next 6 hours, as the village waits in anticipation, the team labors in the relentless equatorial heat. Success is not guaranteed. Sometimes the hole is dry.
If I drill and I didn't find water, I won't be happy.
And even when water is found, the story often ends like this months later: a broken well and broken hopes.
There are over 1,600 pumps here in this country that aren't working, basically because there's no maintenance.
The cynic says, you build this well, but it won't last. It will break down.
Yes, and what I love about Jim's program in CAR is they collect that maintenance money. If a repair is needed, they make the maintenance and they put it back.
When they have to invest in it, they take better care of it.
That's why this chicken is so important. That and a handmade crossbow constitute the first payment made by the village to keep their well maintained.
Oh, meat is really hard to come by, so a chicken for a Bayaka is something that's really important.
Mid-afternoon, the first few trickles appear. Eventually, a full-blown gusher. A child steps forward to fill a water jug. Soon, it's one big party.
I know that I already changed the life of 1,000 people.
This is what I live for. This point in the day is what really makes it all worthwhile.
Now we are happy. We know that we have a future.
What does it do for you?
It's very humbling. I mean, it's humbling to just be able to be the connector.
2 days after the drill, the well's pump is installed. As Chief Francois looks on, Yabe fills her family's first jug of clean water. Her people's problems won't end tomorrow, but today at least, things have gotten a little brighter.
Whoever thought, Chris, a bucket of water would be a bucket of joy?
It is indeed. I mean, for that village now, something as simple as water is so fundamental, life will change.
So, Chris, are you going to give for your birthday?
I am, and being an old guy that I am, it'll mean a lot of money. Going to try and get the kids involved too. You know, maybe a little bit of their birthday goes this way also.
Yeah, well, I mean, for $20, you can keep one person in clean water for 20 years. It's really that simple.
$20 for 20 years of water?
Incredible, incredible. And you can get all the details at abcnews.com or saveone.net.